Hi, and welcome to my Summary of Learning for ECI 832. This course was designed to examine the concepts of media literacy and digital citizenship as they pertain to education. In this online course, I took the opportunity to further develop my PLN, or Professional Learning Network. This allowed me to interact, connect, and grow as a professional. The three major platforms we used were Twitter, where I connected with these educators, to name a few, using the hashtag ECI832. Google+, where we posted questions and discussions. As well as WordPress, where we interacted with content and opinions. One of the first topics we engaged with was the idea of living in an increasingly connected world in which we have access to so many people. It seems as though anything is possible and creativity is flourishing with new collaborations happening all the time. However, even with all these new connections, people still feel lonely, depressed, and isolated. The next discussion focused on competing viewpoints on technology and its role in education. While some prescribe to techno-utopian or techno-dystopian ideals, I began to explore some middle ground. I began describing myself as a techno-progressivist. In discussing recent developments concerning the rights of digital citizens, the topic of privacy and data rights was also extremely engaging for me. I have come to realize that many people do not know about their rights and responsibilities online. I would argue that the right to share or delete data is paramount to future digital citizenship development. These future digital citizens will be born into a world in which technology and social media have always existed. Some have suggested that they are digital natives, whereas those born before the technology boom would be digital immigrants. I tend to appreciate the terms resident and visitor instead. This allows for visitors to become residents and focuses on the notion of developing skills in order to become better digital citizens. So what does this term mean? Digital citizenship could be defined as the quality of habits, actions, and consumption patterns that impact the ecology of digital content and communities. This means that the idea of digital citizenship is multifaceted, and as I have argued during this course, needs to focus intentionally on community building. This leads to a foundational question for both students and educators. What does it look like to foster a digital identity in a networked world? This is something that teachers and students are learning together and will be pivotal to further work in the area of digital citizenship. One thing is for certain though, digital citizens must be able to not only consume media responsibly, but also create and share content in a responsible manner. One of the key components in the development of digital citizens is critical thinking through media literacy. Teaching students the skills to examine media, assess it, and critique what they see is becoming ever more important. In today's fake news world, a critical eye is crucial. So how do we teach this? It has to happen in the classroom. This is where students and teachers can engage in meaningful conversations around ideas like bias, content, intention, and different points of view. If we wish to see the next generation thrive in their online world, we must start having these conversations in the classroom. In doing so, teachers will model, participate with, and engage their students toward the creation of a positive digital community of learners who are reflective, critical, and above all, good citizens of the world into which they were born.